the goal for me for this Facebook Live is to kind of give some honesty and some transparency to know that it's okay to feel like shit sometimes. I don't make big decisions in these feelings. It doesn't ever sway me from my path. Like if I'm feeling shit about business, like not even one, like there's no part of me on any level, not even 0.01% that considers for a moment to deviate, to quit. So a couple of cool things happened today. Back in the office, awesome energy in here. I'm sure you guys can sense it. Everyone's rocking their stuff out. Started the day breaking some news to the team around someone resigning, and that happened last night. So it's really important with those sort of things just to be honest and just tell everyone and just move forward to make it a positive thing, just really quickly. Last night I heard some news. He's not working here anymore. He resigned yesterday in a very nice way. He's pretty much like really homesick. Which is what it is. It's obviously pretty sad because mission should come first, but it's all good. I ask for two things from you guys. Number one, give him a very loving and supportive sender. It's very important for anyone at any time, if anyone is to go, or if anyone's even to get fired, still loving sender. And number two, you hammer this week double as hard in dedication. Show him the hustle. Show him what it takes. Crazy sales training this today, really on point, really necessary for where the team's at. So the purpose of this is that in the lead up, you follow through and hold strong to your truth, that the only way that you're going to let them into the process is if they're committed enough and is that they can get themselves through that freak out stage, number one, and get them through that fear. Let's go through a little bit of an example. Cool, I don't have the money. Hear what you're saying, but what you just said then is giving me an exact example of the fact I'm committed. You just said to me right then, I've spent 5-10 minutes, in fact I spent the whole last 3 hours that we've been speaking together talking about the fact that you must be committed to make this happen, and I need to hear that commitment, and you said, yes, I'm willing to step up, yes, I'm committed, but I'm actually not committed. For me, seeing a fear, seeing a challenge, seeing my path and my dream and not jumping on it, not overcoming that fear, not meeting adversity and getting through it is fucking death. I'd rather be dead than not get through that shit. Because I know I've got my future kids looking back at who I was and saying, oh, you're struggling and didn't get through it. So then when my daughter or my son goes to tackle their dreams, oh, things are getting hard. You're like, no, you can do this, son. And you're like, Dad, you're not living your dream. But I can't stand for that shit for me. But you need to decide whether it's important for you. You need to decide with all those thousands of people that are out there right now that are struggling, potentially suicidal, in a place where their life sucks, hoping that someone, i.e. fucking you, can step up, get out their fucking head, into their heart, and step up to be a role model for them. Then just did a Facebook Live because we're hiring 2 new coaches. These guys are rocking it out, so it's going to be awesome to see them have some new people come in so they can keep that momentum going up. For me now, it's time to get back to the hustle. Then I got a training, lots of stuff to get done today, so stay tuned. 7-figure family, what is going on? Myself and Dan the man here.
How are we?
I feel like this is really showing us the difference in height, which I'm... Get over here right now.
Wait a minute.
That's better. Hey, get down there.
Anyway.
I'm on the trampoline, but I'm feeling a lot more significance and valued. So guys, we're here to talk to you about how you can get support from this man. I know he's been dominating, helping you get epic results. Now, how do you actually get a session booked in with Dan? Why would you want a session with Dan? Well, obviously, because just look at it. Who wouldn't want a session with this guy just for his looks? Have you guys been, with a show of hands, been talking about environment and the power of being in there like you're in a seminar room?
Yeah, I really pushed that.
Show of hands?
Yeah.
We both have.
Yeah, I was really pushing that last week with getting people to do lives, but I guess it's the same people that are doing it.
Well, 12% more, 7 more people did it. So your push helped.
For happiness.
Oh fuck.
40 was the same.
Yeah, actually it was exactly the same.
Yeah, so maybe the other 22 just did more.
Another way that the engagement will go up is based on people being on the webinar and engaging in the webinar. The biggest thing I notice here, guys, is getting people from being a phone number to being a pitch. There's a huge gap there. They should be able to double the amount of, there should be double the average pitches in the group. There's leads there that is not all being pitched. So that's something that people need to get over, that overwhelm, over that fear of calling, and get out of their head and into their heart. It's a really strong message to be able to say, if you're not getting on that phone and making those calls, there's people out there right now that could be breaking down in front of the mirror because they hate themselves. People forget their weapons. How the hell can you get on this world without your weapon? Is this your weapon? The outcome of today is everyone's handed over. Partials, follow-ups, just everyone in your pipeline needs to be divided out. So I think the main thing that needs to happen is we need to evenly transfer everyone to other names, and then you need to know who you have transferred and go over and explain the situation to that particular sales leader. So these guys have just had an epic match to see who's second best, because I'm currently the reigning champion. So guys, how do you go? Did you win?
Yeah.
So you're now second best in the office. How do you feel about this? And how do you feel about being third?
Look, I'm kind of going to work, mate.
He's not first best, I'm the best. I tell you what, but I'm the best. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take being third for tonight. I feel like we played a good game.
You know what, Kai, this is a great attitude and you're very disgusting, but that's how we like you around here. What can I say?
Oh!
Fools. Fools.
Mate, if you had the choice between either receiving $10 million or having an extra 10 years to your life, what would you prefer and why?
Probably an extra $10 million because why not?
$10 million.
In those 10 years, you can even make more money.
I want to talk about something that I find really interesting and very powerful as well, and that is pre-framing. Now, pre-framing simply means stating something in advance, and it's generally referred to with sales. It's like sales, you pre-frame things. It's a sales technique. It's also a coaching technique, but it really can be applied to any area of your life. Pre-framing is the ability to allow people to know something in advance to manage their expectations. But it also has some really, really cool randomness going on. It's got really cool power. Someone will be like, I'm not trying to come from I'm not trying to blame anyone else, but like in this case, it wasn't my fault. And literally just say that. And because they said, I'm not trying to blame anyone, it's like they've got away with the fact that they're gonna blame someone. Pre-framing is so important. It's managing expectations. If you turn around to your partner and you're gonna have a busy night, and you say, hey, look, tonight I just wanted to let you know that I'm flat out at the moment. So his lion's like, the whole thing just died. That was a great Facebook Live while it lasted, hang on. What usually happens when this happens, doesn't happen very often unless I've just got it to the bottom of my battery, which I didn't right now, is that it'll still be on. So just say live, but it'll be paused. So I'll get back to the office and have to go in and turn off the live. It's like a 30-minute live. Fucking hell. Just quickly go smash it. So it's been a really interesting day. We've spoken about sales, we've spoken to people in the city, lots of shit's been going down, but there's been this theme that's crept up. And to be honest with you, it's probably one of the biggest things that you could take, or the biggest piece of advice I could give you guys. And it's all centered around what creates success. How can you be successful socially? How can you be successful with sales? How can you be successful in every area of your life? And it really comes down to inner groundedness. If you back yourself and you back your product, then there's no kind of force or eagerness. They naturally gravitate towards you. Same thing in a relationship. If you own yourself and there's no desperation there, you're gonna be best off, and it's gonna magnetize your partner to wanna be closer to you because you own yourself. Same thing socially. If you're not playing, it's that whole thing of, it's not playing hard to get though, it's just backing yourself completely. And that inner groundedness, that inner knowing and love for yourself, it creates success in all areas. And if I can give you any piece of advice, it's work on owning yourself so much that you don't rely on anything external to dictate how you feel internally. That's it from me. Over and out. Boom.